New technologies are changing the way we pay for products and services. Today we use cash, credit and debit cards, e-payment schemes, and soon maybe also digital wallets on our smartphones. However, cash is still the most popular means of payment in Germany. But there's a growing chorus of voices predicting radical change, that there will be no more cash payments in 10 years' time. Are there not good reasons for arguing that cash does have a future? And where do our banknotes come from exactly? The statutory mandate for cash payments has been conferred on the Deutsche Bundesbank. The Bundesbank is responsible for ensuring that citizens in Germany always have a sufficient supply of cash at their disposal.
Euro banknotes and coins are the tangible symbol of European integration, as ultimately we come into contact with them every day. Cash is a simple and secure means of payment. It is also valued by many citizens, as no technology is required and no personal data disclosed.
The first series of Euro banknotes is currently being replaced with the new Europa series. Teams of experts from the Eurosystem central banks work together to make further quality improvements and to stay one step ahead of counterfeiters. The banknotes we carry every day in our pockets are a meticulously designed and sophisticated high-tech product. They're made of cotton fibers, which give the notes their characteristic feel. This makes them resilient enough to be frequently passed through ATMs, as well as counting and sorting machines. A modern-day banknote is also designed to survive even an accidental spin in the washing machine. The Bundesbank commissions specialist printing works to produce our banknotes. Inspection teams from the Bundesbank make regular visits to these printing works to ensure that the highest quality standards are met. The freshly printed banknotes first have to be transported to the Bundesbank's branches. Each of these transports is planned in great detail, with security a top priority. The banknotes are initially stored in the vaults of the Bundesbank's branches. Here they remain in one of the securest locations in Germany until they're needed. Despite the increasing popularity of cashless payment methods, the demand for Eurocash continues to rise. The reasons behind this are its great popularity as a means of payment and the growing need for cash as a store of value, both in Germany and abroad. The Bundesbank regularly determines the demand for cash to make sure that the needs of citizens and businesses alike are met. Cash containers are prepared at the branches in line with the out-payment demand. These containers are transported to the commercial banks by private cash-in-transit companies. The counter value is debited to the accounts of the commercial banks, which then bring the cash into circulation.
Cash is essential for the general public's trust in our currency. It is not just a practical and secure means of payment. For citizens, cash is also minted freedom. And, not least, cash also provides protection in crisis and disaster situations. In the event of a major cyber attack or a nationwide power failure, cash would be the only functional means of payment.
There are many situations in which German citizens like to use cash. They want to be able to pay for their purchases or a gift quickly and easily, and they value the fact that children can learn how to handle money more easily by paying in cash. Cash can be used to settle transactions on a delivery versus payment basis. Neither the buyer nor the seller of an item has to pay or deliver up front. Cash also helps many people to keep a better overview of their spending. At the end of a working day, businesses pay in their takings at the commercial banks. The commercial banks, in turn, forward any surplus cash stocks to the Bundesbank's branches. A banknote that is used as a means of payment in Germany is checked by the Bundesbank 12 times a year on average. This means that around 15 billion banknotes are checked each year for authenticity and their state of wear and tear. If these banknotes were all placed side by side in one long line, they would circle the globe almost 50 times. In order to handle such a gigantic task, the Bundesbank uses highly specialized banknote processing machines. Each of the 15 billion banknotes is checked by one of these machines. Banknotes that have passed the check are bundled according to their denomination and then ejected by the machine. Banknotes that do not meet the quality standards are immediately destroyed.
In order for the German economic cycle to run smoothly, a sufficient supply of high-quality euro cash is essential. By means of our nationwide branch network, our specialists ensure that this supply is maintained at all times. Day after day, they work on keeping the cash cycle secure and efficient.
Occasionally, suspicious banknotes may appear. In such cases, the police authorities are informed and the suspicious note is forwarded to the Bundesbank counterfeit specialists.
Here, the typical color change from green to blue is missing. And also, the band of light that moves up and down when the banknote is tilted has not been imitated at all. This is how it should look.
The watermark should only be visible when held against the light. This one has been printed on the note. When examining the banknotes, the Bundesbank's experts are able to assign the notes to a specific counterfeiting workshop. That way, they can keep tabs on the counterfeiters and prove the extent of their counterfeiting activity before a court of law. But there's no need to worry. Counterfeit money is extremely rare and is usually detected straight away. Statistically, you would have to live to the age of 1000 to come into contact with a counterfeit just once. Nevertheless, it's advisable to examine every banknote for authenticity, because counterfeit money is, of course, non-reimbursable. Those banknotes which have been successfully checked by a processing machine can be paid back out again. Those that are destroyed are replaced with freshly printed banknotes. And so, the cash cycle begins all over again.
Nowadays, citizens can choose from a wide range of payment instruments. It's their personal decision when and for what purpose they choose to use cash. The Bundesbank will ensure that the public continues to have this option in future.